Hi, this is Noma Dimitri from the Alpine Garden, and today I'm going to tell you the 3 secrets to having wonderful tulips. Secret number 1: no matter what happens, you will have your tulips at some point will start losing their petals. You can see a whole bunch of them here, and they will no longer be tulips. So there will be no longer be flower. This will happen no matter what. So secret number 1 is what happens after all of them lose their petals. So this is one, it has but one petal left, and this weird thing right over here. Okay, so the one, its neighbor, just has the weird thing going over here. So secret number 1 is you deadhead them. What does deadhead means? You take this little part and you snap it off. Okay, you can snap it off with your finger like I just did. So this little part is now gone. Or you can use your scissors, so you can just, if you're one of the fussy types, and just cut it right here and it's gone. So that was secret number 1. Secret number 2 is you, as you see at the end of this thing, which is the stem of the tulip where the original tulip was hanging on, okay, and this one that is still good, you don't have to cut anything, you just wait until the petals go out. So secret number 2, at the end of this stem there are the leaves of the tulip. Okay, do not touch them until they become completely dry and yellow and awful. You gotta leave them there. I will explain why very briefly. These leaves are going to take energy from the sun, and they will send the energy down to the roots and to the bulb itself. So the bulb itself will store solid energy from the sun and when it's done, the leaf will naturally get yellow and even fall off. This way you'll have a strong bulb for next year's tulip growth in the spring. Okay, so you cannot touch the leaves, you gotta leave them there. Even if they're ugly in the garden, plant something around them or do something else. They will be ugly, but you cannot cut them off, otherwise you will lose the bulb. If you leave them, you'll be rewarded by having perhaps 2 tulips in the place of 1, because tulips do multiply. So if they get a lot of sun from up there, from the sun, if they get a lot of sunlight and energy from the sun, they might multiply, so you can have double the amount of tulips. I used to have 5 here, and now there are 22 of this beautiful tulip called Queen Irene from Holland. Secret number 3 for tulips: do nothing else. Do not fuss over them, do not fertilize them, do not weed them, do not do anything. Just let them be. Just let them be. So deadhead them and leave the leaves alone, and you'll have the most wonderful tulips. Now, for those of you, these were the instructions. Now, for those of you that want to know why you deadhead them, I can tell you. If you have all the practical information you need, you can turn the video off. But if you want to know why, I will explain. Like every flower, like almost every flower, a tulip, like this one, has what's called the male and the female parts. The female part is the central part here, the thing that we snapped off before, and the male parts are the little things that you see around them, right here. It's hard. Yeah, there they are. There they are. That's the male part. That little thing behind my finger is the male part. This stuff, this has pollen. Pollen is another word for plant sperm. Okay, so all the males, about 5 of them, are sitting around the female part right there, and they fertilize it, often with the help of insects or bees or insects. So once the female part has been fertilized, like this one has, it actually, you will see it in the growth of the tulip, you will see it will become more and more exaggerated and more swollen. Now, since it's fertilized, that means that it can make babies. Babies in plants are called seeds. So this thing, therefore, is going to try to make seeds, tulip seeds. Now, tulip seeds are useless because tulips are cultivated in a different way, and I won't go into the technical part of this. But basically, you don't want them. And in fact, you don't want them because you don't need them, and you don't want them because you don't want all the lovely solar energy that these leaves that you're keeping are taking solar energy, and you don't want the solar energy to go to this female part that's going to be busy being pregnant and making children, seeds. So this is exactly why you snap this off. Okay, This is the case for every plant that makes any fruit or flower. If you don't want the energy, if you don't care about the fruit and the seeds, and you don't want to waste the plant's energy to producing them, you just snap this part off, the female part off, and then there are no children. All the energy goes to the individual and to the bulb below, and you have strong plants. Okay, so that is it. These are the three lessons. You follow these three, and you'll have wonderful tulips like I do. Take care. Noma Dimitri from the Alpine Garden. Bye bye.